Good afternoon, everyone. This is Controller Cramps. Welcome to my Slashback Saturday movie review. This is an idea started by TheHORRORman. Very knowledgeable guy, very good guy. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description. The theme this week is sporty slashers. It has a slasher movie that has something to do with sports. Now, it's pretty loose rules. It can be, the murder weapon could be like sports related, like it could be a baseball bat or a hockey puck or something like that, or a hockey stick or something. Or there could be scenes, it could be sports themed, or there could be scenes in the movie in which people are just playing sports. Well, my movie is basically, there's just a couple scenes in it with people playing sports. Like at the beginning, the killer is playing sort of touch football with his friends. Later on, there's a scene on the tennis court. And that's basically it. So this is kind of a loose association here, but I did kind of want to review this movie because I enjoyed it quite a bit. And that is Blood Rage, a movie that takes place on Thanksgiving. I think they really missed the ball in not calling this Thanksgiving. That would have been fantastic. Probably would have been much more successful. But the movie starts when this gentleman here and his brother are young. They're twin brothers. And his mother and her boyfriend are at the drive-in movie theater making out. And him and his brother escape the vehicle and go out the back while they're not looking. And we have Todd and we have Terry. This is Terry, the killer. And then Todd is the brother. So Terry finds an axe on the back of a vehicle and murders some guy. People start going crazy, screaming. His mother runs up. Terry gives his brother the axe, smears blood in his face, and basically frames the murder on him. So what happens is Todd gets sent to the mental asylum, and then we flash forward a few years to when they're 18 or so, and the mother's going to the mental asylum and to see her son, Todd. And it's kind of the weirdest scene in the movie because she has a discussion with the doctor and then Todd comes in, but the whole scene is narrated by the doctor. It's very strange. You can't really tell what's going on in the scene. I think what happened is that the acting in that scene was like really bad, so they had to like do some voiceover to cover it up or something. I'm kind of assuming that's what it is. Either that, or maybe there was like plot points that didn't make sense. Maybe they decided to change it or something later on. I have no idea. But it is Thanksgiving. She brings him a slice of pie to the mental hospital. He throws it against the wall. And then there's a scene where Terry is having dinner with his mom and her boyfriend. They announce that they're getting married. Terry gets a crazy look in his eye. And he pretty much remains that way for the rest of the movie. Then we find out that Todd, the twin, escaped from the mental asylum, and everybody's starting to go kind of crazy. So I think at that point, Terry hatches a plan to go on a murderous rampage and blame it on his brother. You think he could probably get away with it if he blames it on his brother. And it almost works. And that's basically what happens for the rest of the movie. There's some really good kills in this. Yeah, there's a cool swimming pool scene towards the end I liked. There's a scene on a bridge that was very good, a little walking bridge. The best kill would probably be, gosh, I'm going to give a spoiler away. So the first kill I think is the boyfriend, and he chops off his hand, and the hand flops down on the floor and is still holding the beer can and twitching. Pretty good kill. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Probably the best kill in the whole movie. This stars Mark Soper and Louise Lasser. I think Louise Lasser was in this as the mom. Yeah, she was in a show called Mary Hartman, which came out in the 70s. A somewhat popular show. I think 60s or 70s. She did a really good job in this too. She was kind of acting like a mental patient in this as well. There was a scene where she's sitting on the floor by the fridge, just stuffing like leftovers in her face. Yeah, this takes place on Thanksgiving. These are Thanksgiving leftovers. This Terry has a catchphrase. It's something like, well, it's definitely not cranberry sauce or something like that, referring to blood. Like he has blood in his shirt. He says it like 4 or 5 times in the movie. It's pretty good. It's really cheesy, and the acting is, I mean, it's kind of touch and go. Some of the acting is really good. Terry, Mark Sober did an excellent job playing the main killer, and his brother. He played his twin brother as well. They did a good job like differentiating the two. Like I never had any problems telling them apart, although other characters did, and that really made things interesting in the movie as well. I really enjoyed this. I'm going to watch it on Thanksgiving for sure this year. I'm going to watch it again. I really enjoyed this. And the cool thing about this is it could have actually worked for next week's as well, because I lived near where this was filmed. This took place in Jacksonville, Florida. So I actually had an apartment near there. And they kind of go behind the scenes in this Blu-ray, and they show like some of the filming locations, and one of them was this apartment complex. I think I know where that is, and it was not too far from where I was, so pretty cool. But I actually do have a different one picked out for next week. But I enjoyed this movie quite a bit. Definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it yet. Really good kills, good gore. The guy that did the gore effects is Ed French. He did effects for Terminator 2. As well. So it's very, very good stuff. Highly enjoyed this. Yeah, check it out if you haven't yet. Check out the description for the Horror Man's channel. And I will see you next week, and I appreciate you watching. Have a good night.